Hey romance readers, welcome back to AdoreR. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Sorry I didn't get to post the videos last week or the week before that. It just didn't happen. Every time I tried to get ready to do a video, something came up or I just did not get to post. So I will be making up for it this week. I will be posting 2 more videos this week. Keep my finger crossed, hopefully, to catch up, because I do try to post a video a week, so we'll see how that works out. So today I have for you, I'm gonna go back over my TBR with you. I think I did my TBR for, was it April or May? Well, I'm still working on that same TBR. I finally finished the book off of that TBR. So I'm just gonna go back over with you and let you know what I'm planning on reading for June. And also, I got all off script with that TBR because books I was supposed to be reading on my TBR, I was reading everything but them. So I'm also going to be adding some more books to that TBR and showing you those books that I've been reading. And I finally finished, where's my book? Did I put it in here? Darn it. I left it. No, here it is. I thought I left it in the living room, but here it is. I finally finished this, people. Finally finished Someone to Hold by Balogh. I finally got through it. So while I was reading this, since it didn't hold my interest that much, I was reading other books that were not on my TBR. Yeah, that's what I doing everything but what I was supposed to be doing. So I did finally finish this, and also I'm gonna I got a book haul too that I'm going to share with you all. Yeah, I know I said in my other videos I'm not buying any more books, but that didn't work out, so scratch that. I hope not to buy any more books. That's what I'm gonna put like that, because I went to Barnes and Nobles. It was all downhill from there. Don't go to Barnes and Nobles. Don't go onto Amazon, and don't go to Book Outlet on the internet, because if you love books like I do, there's no chance that you're not gonna go on there, go to one of those places and not get anything. So it was all downhill. So I'm just saying that I hope not to purchase any more books so I can finish all these books that I've already bought, but we'll see how that works out. So let me tell you about this. I think I started this in April or May, the end of either April or May, and I just finished it today. Now that lets you know right there, this is not going to be a keeper for me. I don't know, it didn't have those memorable moments that make you want to go back and read a book again. And this book was on, let me see, I wrote down my little notes here. Some of them. What is it? Where is it? I hope I wrote it down here. I put it somewhere. You know how you write down stuff? Oh, and then you can't find it. This is a series. This is a series. And it's going to be, this book was pertaining to Camille Westcott and Joel Cunningham. And like I said, it's Someone to Hold by Balogh. And the first book in this series is about her half-sister. And that book was called Someone to Love. I didn't read the first book. And like I said, this is a Westcott series, because it's going to be about Camille, her half-sister, and her brother and her other sister. So her mom found out that her and their dad was not married, because when he passed away, it all came out that he was not married to Camille's mother or Camille, her sister, and her brother. They were not legitimate. They found out they were not legitimate, and that they had a half sister that had been put in an orphanage, and she inherited everything. They didn't inherit anything, but they were not on Skid Row, because their grandmother, they stayed with their grandmother, and their grandmother had money, so they were not out on the streets. So their half sister offered, like I said, she was at the orphanage, and she was a teacher at the orphanage. And then she found out that she had inherited, found out that her I guess she found out about her father, because I didn't read the first book. And anyway, in this one, they tell that the money was left to the half sister, and she got all the money. And she offered to give her brothers and sisters some of the money, but you know, they the upper crust, so they were like, no, we don't want any of the money, or we don't want any of the money. And so her brother, after he didn't inherit, he went away and joined the military. He got a commission in the military, and her younger sister still stayed with her grandmother. And Camille decided to leave her grandmother's house and go. Then she went to the orphanage and said she was going to be a teacher. And that's where she meet Joe Cunningham, and he's an artist. He's becoming very popular among the town because he do portraits for the rich. And so he becoming very popular, but he also still works at the orphanage also. So that's how she meet him when she go there to. When she started teaching a class there, and she sees him there because he come there and he still works at do a little work at the orphanage, teaching the kids how to paint and stuff like that. He do a couple of classes. He come and donate his time at the orphanage, and that's how they meet. And also her grandmother commissioned him to do a portrait of Camille and her younger sister. So it's all about her, Camille, working at the orphanage, and that's, like I said, that's when she meet Joe, and then she, you know, they get to talking, and she tell him all about, you know, what's going on with her life. But I just could not get into their story. I just didn't feel the love. I don't know. I don't know. And I like to have a lot of dialogue in my books too, like a lot of dialogue between the main character, the hero and the heroine. Just, I don't know. It had a lot of. She did a lot of describing in this book, and people thinking to themselves, and I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. So this, I'm just going to say this was not a keeper for me. And it's Someone to Hold by Mary Balogh. And if you're going to try out, like I said, it's going to be a series. I think it's going to be on her. The first book was on her half-sister. This book was on Camille, and the other, it probably have 2 more books on her brother and her sister, I think. But I won't be reading the rest of the series. And it's the Westcott series. Someone to Hold, Mary Balogh. And next, I'm going to, before I get to the rest of my TBR, I'm going to show you the books that I read that weren't on my TBR, and I finished. I think I finished one of them. Let me find that. Just a minute. I got them on my Kindle, or not my Kindle, but my what is this? I can't think of what the name of it here. My Nook. And first up is Virtuous, and this is also a series. This is the Quantum series by MS Force, and this book is on. Let me go to my notes. It's on Natalie Bryant and Finn Godfrey. And he's a movie star, and he also owns a production company. And I think the series is going to be about his friend that owned the production company with him. So I just finished this one, and I'm not going to give my opinion of it until I finish, because the first book is a 3-book series on Natalie and Flynn. And then the rest of the series is going to be on his friend that are in the production company with him. But it's only going to be 1 book on each one of those characters. But the first 3 books are going to be on Natalie and Flynn. And the first, like I said, the first one is Virtuous. The second one is Valorous. Valor, like Valorous, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And the third one is Victorious. So I haven't finished the series. I did finish this book. And it did want me to go ahead and finish that 3-book series. I don't think I'm going to read the whole series of the other characters. I'm just going to try to finish this series with Natalie and Flynn, because it's not, I don't know. It had some moments in there, but I don't know. I can't really say till I finish the whole series out. And then I'll let you know what I think about that whole series. But I don't think I'm going to finish the other 3 books in the series. I'll read the 4th book in the series is going to be Rapturous, with the characters are going to be Hayden and Elle. It's only just going to be 1 book on those characters. And the 5th book in the series is going to be Ravenous, and that's going to be Jasper and Elle. It's only going to be 1 book on them. And the 6th book in the series is Delirious. It's going to be with Christian and Eileen. And that's also going to be 1 book on that. So it's the Quantum series if you want to check it out. And if you have checked it out, have you read the 3 books on Natalie and Flynn? Did you like it? Would you recommend the whole series? I am going to check out the other 2 books. I don't know when, but I will. So let me know if you've read the Quantum series, the 3 books, the first 3 books. Let me know what you thought about it. up down, because I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm gonna give, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm thumb sideways right now. I don't know. So I do plan on reading the other two, book 2 and book 3, but I don't know when. And the next book, I did finish that one, and I just wanted to finish the series. And the next book I'm reading on, which was not on my TBR, is let me get that. Can I find it on here on this Nook? It's Mr. Moneybags by let me see, who is it? VI, and I don't know what the last name is, but let me go on here and see, can I find it right quick if I can. Me and these Nooks and iPads don't be working too good together. Yeah, I don't know if she pronounced her name Vic or VI Keeland. I'm not for sure. And she's writing with someone else too. So let me get this for you. Here it is right here. Penelope Ward, VI Keeland, and Penelope Ward, or Vic Keeland and Penelope Ward, Mr. Moneybag. But I can't recommend this. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm really into it. I'm really enjoying it. The back and forth. It got a lot of conversation between the two main characters that I'm really enjoying. So I will recommend this, even though I haven't finished it. So if you haven't read this yet, check it out and let me know what you think about it. And if you have read it, also let me know what you think about it. Were you into the characters? Because I'm really in, because this is the characters in this story is going to be Bianca George and Dex Truitt, and they meet in an elevator because she is going to and Dex is a rich guy. He's a rich business owner, but he don't come out into public much, and no one knows what he looked like. He's very private. So she gets, and Bianca is a reporter, so they snag an interview with him some kind of way, and he agrees to it. So she's on her way to interview him, and this guy get in the elevator with her, and the elevator stops, and so they start carrying on a conversation, and she tells him what she's doing there, and that she's on the way to interview this guy named Dex Truitt, and she kind of spills about, he's rich and he probably think he all that or whatever. Let's just say she's not talking good about him. And the guy on the elevator is Dex. So when he realized that she's talking about him like that, he just go with a whole completely different name, and he started calling himself Jay. So she just think he's just a regular guy, and he said he was delivering some mail there, because he said he know how they ride the bicycle and deliver mail and stuff. So he said that's what he does. And then he asked her out on a date, and it go from there. Then he got to figure out how he need to tell her the truth. And then there's some else stuff going on with them. It's just a lot going on. So check this book out and let me know what you let me get this picture back up. Check this out and let me know what you thought about it, because I'm really enjoying it so far. And it's Mr. Moneybags by Vic Keeland, or VI Keeland, and Penelope Ward. Let me know what you think. And what else? I think I had another book here. I got another one here that I want to that I'm reading. Yeah, I'm doing too much. I haven't finished Mr. Moneybags, and this other book I started it too. And I heard about this from I was on YouTube looking for other channels that talk about romance, and I ran across a sports it's a favorite sports romances, and this was on PeaceLoveBooksXO channel, and she was doing favorite sports romances. And I put the link below because I looked at 2 of her videos. On the sports romance, I'm thinking about getting some of the books that she recommended, because she did a good job of recommending her books on there, because I think I mentioned on here that I'm getting into the sports romances, so she gave some good recommendations on that. And then I also went and looked at another one of hers, because the book that she recommended on there, one of the books was by Elle Kennedy, is one of the books I've recommended on my channel. It was The Deal. She recommended the whole series. I didn't read the whole series, I only read this, but when she started talking about the whole series, and one of the books that she liked better than this was The Score. So that's when I went and looked up The Score, because she gave it such a good recommendation. And the recommendation that she gave that for The Score was on the author, the second video I looked at was all about Elle Kennedy. So she did another video all about this author, and that's when she really recommended this series, and she recommended the third book in the series. So like I mentioned, I only read this one, and I really love this cover. I think the author done changed the cover on the books now, and I don't like the covers that they got on there now. So I'm glad I did go ahead and get this one. But I didn't, so I went and downloaded the score since PeaceLoveBooksXO gave it such a good recommendation, and I'll show you that book. Let me go and find it on here. I hope my camera don't go dead, because I tried to make this video earlier and my camera went out, and I was like, no, because I'm not good at editing these videos. I was like, how am I gonna make this work out? So if it go dead this time, I'm just gonna start filming again the next part of it, and hopefully I can mash them together, so figure out how that works. I hope so. So let me try to find this book here. It's the score. So can I find it here? Oh, come on now. Let me go back. This want to give me a hard time. I know my time is running out. Come on, really? Oh my goodness, here we go. Why nothing ever works when you want it to? You always got to have a problem. Why can't everything be easy? Why can't life be easy, people? It never works out like that though. Okay, I wanted to get the, I'm gonna show you the cover she done put on them now, but I wanted to get the old cover that she used to have on here. Where is it? You can't get anything to come up when you need it to. Where is it? The score. Here it is. So this is the book I'm reading now, and this is not the cover. This is not the original cover. What I'm finna show you. I do not like it. This is not the original cover. I was trying to find the original cover, but it don't want to act right. And this is the score. I'm reading on this now. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. So I'll let you know what I think about it when I finish it. And I want to read you a little bit of the synopsis here, if I can find it. Allie Hayes is in crisis mode. With graduation looming, she still doesn't have the first clue about what she's going to do after college. To make matters worse, she's nursing a broken heart thanks to the end of her long-time relationship. While rebound sex is definitely not the solution to her problem, but gorgeous hockey star Dean De Laurentiis is impossible to resist. Just once though, because even if her future is uncertain, it sure as heck won't include the king of one night stand. So this is about Allie Hayes and Dean De Laurentiis, and like I said, it's a sports romance, and they're still in college, and he's on the hockey team there. So this is all about hockey. It's the off-campus series. So if you haven't tried the series out, try it out. I haven't read all the book. I'm just going to read book one, and I read the second book, Synopsis, and I didn't want to read that, and I'm only reading the score because of PeaceLoveBooksXO recommendations. So I'll leave her link below. Go, and she does she have quite a few romance recommendations, different videos on romances. So I'm gonna leave. Sorry about that, it went out on me, but like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm gonna leave a link below of PeaceLoveBooksXO her videos below. I'll leave it below in my descriptions. You know what I'm talking about. I'll leave a link to her videos below. And next, now I'm gonna get to my TBR that I want to read for the rest of June. I'm gonna add those books that I just discussed with you also on my TBR. But first up, I have here is I want to do, this is next on my list to read, Amanda Bouchet, A Promise of Fire. So I will be starting it. So I'm going to be reading 3 books at once. Yes, I will be starting this. Next I have Tiger Prince by Erin St. Clair. I went and brought out the old silhouette intimate moment, Tiger Prince by Erin St. Clair. And I got this because I went upstairs. Somebody ordered a book. And I'll show you the book that they ordered. Here it is right here. It's also Silhouette Intimate Moment. It's Led Astray by Erin St. Clair. And I realized that Erin St. Clair also writes as Sandra Brown. And I like Sandra Brown. So when I was looking through that, I saw this. And this also Erin St. Clair. So I started reading the back of this. And I was like, I don't know. I probably read it before, but I don't remember because this book was published back in 1985. So it's been a long time, so it's going to be like I'm just now reading it. So I read the back of it. I'll give you a little, read you a little of the synopsis. A blissful vacation in Jamaica brought two strangers together. Karen Blakemore needed to escape from a hectic Washington job and the loneliness of painful divorce. Derek Allen wanted some privacy away from the click and flash of sleazy photographers. Thrown together in paradise, they began a fantasy affair. Little did Karen know that Derek's secret life was about to draw her into an international incident that would link her to the notorious Tiger Prince and leave her with only one way to avoid public disgrace. So when I read that, I was like, that sounds interesting. So I took this off and I said, I'm going to put it on my TBR for June. So it's Tiger Prince by Erin St. Clair. And she also writes as Sandra Brown. I'm sure y'all all know who Sandra Brown is. She's an excellent writer. So I'm going to check this out again. I probably read it before. So I'm going to see when I start reading, I'm see if I remember anything. Next I have Marguerite Kaye, The Soldier's Dark Secret. I've mentioned these before. I think I did the rest of these books on my other TBR, but I'm going to do them again for June. Since it's June and I haven't got to them yet. So that's Marguerite Kaye, The Soldier's Dark Secret. Next I have The Truth About Love and Dukes by Laura Lee. Is that Guthrie? I don't know. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name, but there it is right there. The Truth About Love and Dukes. And next I had on my list here The Extraordinary Union by Alyssa Cole. So I hope I can at least get through some of these, or if not, I'll put them on my TBR for July. So you'll probably be seeing them again in July. I just added some other books to it. And next here, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, I got a book haul too. I think I did. These are the books that I just bought. First up is Fury on Fire by Sophie Jordan. I recommended the first book, and this is a series too. It's a Devil Rock series. It's about 3 guys who were in prison, and I recommended the first book. The first book was called All Chained Up. I really enjoyed that. That was a keeper for me, and I highly recommend it. If you it was a different premise about the guys, they were in prison and how to get out of prison and find love. I really enjoyed the first one. The second one is Hell's Break Loose. I didn't enjoy that as much, so I didn't keep that one. So I'm hoping this one is really good. This one is about, the first one was about his brother. So it was 2 brothers and then one other guy. He wasn't their brother. He just was a friend of theirs who was in prison. So this is the first guy who was in All Chained Up. This is on his brother. And this one is Fury on Fire, Sophie Jordan. When I saw this, I was like, I gotta get it. It's the last book in the series. I want to complete that series. So it's Fury on Fire, Sophie Jordan. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this on the June TBR to be read because I'm gonna read that. I really want to read that. Next up, I purchased Jane Ashford, Lord Sebastian's Secret. I guess this is a series too. The Duke's Sons series, I guess. Jane Ashford, Lord Sebastian's Secret. Next, I got me Eloise James. I had seen this book, When Beauty Tames the Beast. And I wanted to read it. So when I saw it at Barnes & Noble, I went ahead and picked it up. When Beauty Tames the Beast by Eloise James. I saw Kate Pearson Barnes & Nobles too, and I like her writing. I haven't read anything by her in a long time, so I went ahead and picked this up. And this is a Western, The Maverick Cowboy. And I know I had mentioned I wanted to get Christine Feehan's Cat's Lair, so here it is. I ordered it off of Amazon. Christine Feehan, Cat's Lair. And I mentioned this book in my video that I did when I went to Target. I saw this in there and I wanted to get it, and it kept warning me, but you should have got that book. Because I really wanted to read it. So I went back and got it. The Highland Duke by Amy Guhrke. I hope I pronounced her last name right. And the last one, I went to Walmart the other day. Don't go to the book section. I found this, A Bride Most Begrudging. I think that's what that is. A Bride Most Begrudging. And this is by Deanne Gist, or Gist, G-I-S-T. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. Gist. Deanne Gist. So that's my haul right there. So that's all I have for today. Now I got to go and try to see, can I put these two videos together to make one. Keep my fingers crossed. I hope so. I hope it come out all right, because I do not want to go and do this video again. Well, that's all I have for now. And until next time, keep reading those romances. I'll see you again sometime this week. Bye.